Now, continuing with our holes using a bolt circle, we're going to use the skip list that you saw in the previous program. The skip list allows us to program an array of holes that may be equally spaced, but doesn't go all the way around in a full circle. In the example you see here, we have 2 holes out of a 9-hole bolt circle that don't appear on the part. There are 9 holes equally spaced every 40 degrees, so that would allow us to program this as a 9-hole bolt circle. However, 2 of those holes must be skipped. I mentioned in the previous segment that it is very important to know where the first hole is located, because from that first hole we are then going to go counterclockwise. Every individual hole we will be able to count that as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Knowing what number the holes we need to skip is very important, because then we can simply put those numbers in the skip list and they will be omitted from the bolt circle. So on the left side there we have a 9-hole bolt circle. We have programmed the center point for X and Y. We gave it the radius and we gave it a start angle. Now in this particular case I have 3 different holes that I could have picked as a start angle. I could have had the negative 13 degrees, which is the one I chose. I could have negative 53 degrees, which would be the one below that, what is labeled the 9-hole. Or I could have done a 67 degrees from 0 and put 1 where the 3-hole is. I chose to pick the one labeled number 1, and that was a negative 13 degrees for my start angle. So that means counting holes starting with that as a 1, I'm going in a counterclockwise fashion. Holes 2 and 5 would be skipped for this particular print, which brings us to the print where that hole, or where that skip list is being used. Also notice in Intro 11 we not only have a bolt circle with some skipped holes, we also have 3 other holes that are being drilled using this standard location method. Now I want to point out here that it is perfectly acceptable to have a bolt circle and a locations block in the same, a bolt circle and a locations operation in the same block. However, they must use exactly the same tool list. In this particular print, you'll notice that the bolt circle is drilled with a smaller hole than the 3 located holes, the XY located holes, and there's no way to call out one particular group for the large holes and then not use that same tool in a bolt circle if they are in the same block. So this particular program is going to be written with at least 2 holes blocks. One will drill the bolt circle, center drill and drill the bolt circle. The other will center drill and drill the 1/2-inch hole. So give Intro 11 a try on your own, and again there's always a separate program, or a separate video available if you would like to see it programmed step by step.